Hey guys, Jenna here. Welcome to my channel where I take you on tours of creative spaces and feature people living alternatively. Today we're traveling to Central Florida to take a tour of Circle Pond Tiny House Village. This village has been turning heads within the tiny house community as one of the top new tiny house villages in the country. And what if I was to tell you that one of the reasons why this village even exists is because of a lonely turtle? If you like these kind of videos, please make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you know every time I publish a new video.
Will you join me? Will you roll? Make this house our tiny home.
Hi, I'm Debbie, and this is Circle Pond Tiny Home Community. I'm the president of a nonprofit organization. I was getting a lot of calls for workforce housing, affordable housing, that sort of thing. Living in a small space can be comfortable, you get your needs met, it costs less, and it just kind of came together, and it just was like, wow, I could actually provide for people in smaller spaces. That's what started the idea. I had a lot of community members look at me like I'd lost my mind when I said what I wanted to do. They were used to a mobile home park. That was what everyone had in their mind. So when I said tiny homes on wheels, it just didn't register. So I purchased this tiny home and did tiny tours for tiny donations. And so that started to create some acceptance. I have not had any resistance. Everybody realized that it was a good idea. This started back in June of 2017. And at that time, it was an old migrant work camp mobile home park. And so there were 6 mobile homes that were kind of melting into the ground. I came out and the gauntlet was thrown and I thought, okay, that's it, I can do this. Little pond in the center had a 6-foot fence all the way around it. You couldn't even see the water. And there was a turtle in there, about this big. He would come up, poke his head up trying to get air and had no place to even get up on land. And I thought, oh God, I gotta save that turtle. So yeah, Circle Pond came because of the need for workforce housing and a turtle. Each lot space is 30 by 30. When someone moves here, their rent is $475 a month, and that includes water, sewer, garbage, lawn care, and electricity. The property is 4.5 acres, and because we only have 12 tiny homes, there's a lot of open space. When I first got the place, it looked nothing like it does today. There was a fence all the way around the pond, and everything was just really overgrown. With the help of a wonderful community landscaper, give him a plug, Freddie, he's done a lot of work here, and me too. We've planted 40 fruiting trees. I've got olive trees and cherry trees, guava and tamarind. We have probably 10 different avocados and maybe 8 different mangoes. There's a variety. So you might have some that fruit in July, you might have some that fruit in May. So that way my goal was to be able to have free food for everybody year round. When you think about food, the first green container here, not really a tiny home, it says The Box Eco Urban Farm. So a gentleman named Dario owns that, and he's growing microgreens in there. And they're delicious and healthy and organic and all that. We've got 12 tiny homes. When I first started, this was the only side of the pond that I was able to have homes on because the other side was kind of rugged, and until I was able to get the land cleared, we didn't have those. So now this is capacity. I don't have space for any more until I'm able to connect to county utilities. And then the pond, we've got turtles and fish. So it's a nice setting and it's quiet. I mean, I think it's quiet. You can probably hear a little bit of traffic there, but for the most part, to be as close to city and town and arts and things like that, it's a really good location. And so this is the fire pit. I know it's kind of casual space. The residents all come out and hang out Friday night, Saturday night, and enjoy it's a nice community space. A lot of the residents have their own little garden spaces. I don't know if you can see in front of Ashley's home there, the little raised beds, which I've purchased, and then everyone is growing their own things right in front of their doorstep, which makes it easy because I've got hose bibs for everybody to be able to water. And then just beyond the fire pit, I've got 16 beehives. And so we have free honey, and it's the best honey you'd ever have. I have a wonderful beekeeper. He actually got me into the bee suit, and I got to do some of the spinning of the honey, so I know how the whole process works. And then in the back, that one's my tiny home. I presently just pretty much use it as an office space. So if you'd like to come on inside, we'll take a look. I love my tiny home. I love the way it smells. I feel like it's breathing with me because of all the wood, and there's no plastics or anything. It just makes me happy. You've got living room, a futon sofa that folds out if you want to have a place to crash. My television right now is in the shop, but typically I've got the TV up on the rack that turns so that you can actually see it in the loft or down here in the living room. Table here folds down, make for a little bit more space. The chairs fold up. As far as the kitchen goes, you know, it just kind of meets all your needs with the microwave, the refrigerator. And then of course we have the bathroom right nearby here, and one of my favorite things is the bathtub. It's small, but it sure does fit your needs, and you can actually sit in it and soak in it. We have the propane water heater, you know, regular RV toilet. And then up above is a queen size bed. So, I mean, your basic needs can be met easily, and it's comfortable. I want to encourage anyone else who might have this coming into their community to be open-minded and to be accepting. A challenge for us in this area, which I imagine is probably nationwide right now, we have families who have children who are being raised up to go to school, and they're leaving because there's no workforce housing for them. We're an aging population here with no hands to do the work and no young people to absorb the knowledge of the past, and it's just a shame. So I think we all need to be accepting of accessory dwelling units, of infill, of opportunity to create housing for the CNAs, for the teachers, for police. We all play a role, and we need to be nice to each other and allow each other a space.
Thanks for watching this week's video. Make sure that you check back soon though, because I have a video publishing about two sisters who have two tiny homes parked next to each other in this community.